wonderful people. Thank you for being here today. And a question for you. Yes, a question. A very serious question. Let me get adjusted here. Okay, now. Okay, you ever go to a mall or either to a store and you see something that you like? You see something that looks really, oh, whoa, this is something new, a new addition, and the price is like a little steep. Go to a supermarket and you're there. You know, you have certain things you want to buy, a couple of things that's for the house, and the other, and then you go down the aisle and you see like a big roast, a big steak, and you're like, I would like to have that steak, but nah, I'm not gonna get it. It's so tempting, and just like at the store, you see an outfit, something that's on sale, maybe, or even if not on sale, but it's so tempting, but you don't really need it. You want it, but it's not a thing of I have to have it. So what do? You ever been to that place where, like I say, you see something, you know you want it or you could use it, but it's not a necessity, and then you know that your money's funny. You know that wow, how you said money don't grow on trees, it's not falling out of the sky. So what do? But guess what? You walk out of the store with that very item that you said I'm not going to get, but I looked at it. And this is what happened in life. This is what happened in life. Sometimes we are in a situation. We go to a place and no intention, no harm, no uh, personal stuff on our mind or anything like that. But what happened? We get introduced to someone. Yes, introduce someone, or either you know someone, but you start off with casual conversation, and next thing you know, you involved with that person. But you what had no intention, and in fact you said no because someone had told you that, hey, you better watch out for that person. Are you sure you want to get involved with that person? And you said, no, I don't really want to get involved with them. But guess what? Here it is, year later, 2 years later, you are in a relationship. You're in a situation. And sometimes we get into these situations not intentionally, but it just happened. And so we say that, oh, nothing just happened. Nothing just fall out of the sky and say, okay, you're it. Spinning the bottle. No, it's not a spinning the bottle. It's a situation, and it's a purpose and a power behind it because the power that said no, you said no, but that no didn't have any power to it. And this is what you see so much in life, so many things that goes about in our work, in our place, in our play games, in our comfort zone and everything. We say, no, I'm not going to use drugs. No, I'm not going to do anything to hurt me myself or hurt someone else. But guess what? Guess what? You hurt their feelings. You hurt yourself. You have tried something, did something that you had no intention of doing or going there and being there. So this is what we have to think about so often. Our society is really going to that place where we accepting things as a norm. We accepting it as a norm as like violence and degradation, hurtfulness, crime, pain, brokenness, all of these things that come about. And what we're doing, we say, well, we're going to resist that evil, we resist that situation because we're told to, for those who are scripturally minded, okay, resist the devil and he will flee. He will flee. That means he will run away from you. He will trot. He will move in a hurry from you if you resist him. And resisting, it's like, okay, it's like we already know what resisting is, all right? For those people who gone to the hood, everything, and the police say, well, you're resisting arrest because you don't really want to get put on the handcuff. You don't really want to get down on that ground. So, we're resisting either a situation. So When we resist the evil one like that, we said, no, I bind you, I release freedom. That could say we whatsoever we bind on earth, that means to tie up, lock down, put asunder, put away things on earth would be put away, bound up in heaven. Whatsoever you bind in heaven on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatsoever you loose on earth will be loose in heaven. So we come to that place now that we have these affirmations, we have these words, we have this scripture that said that we have the power to resist, but yet and still our no seem like carries no weight. So we have to get back to that. When I said no, I mean no, because let your yes be yes and your no's be no, and not the no on your face, nose on your face, right? But the point of it is that let's put some power back into that place when we resist, and the resistance is standing, and resistance is making some type of a issue that, well, I'm not going to this situation, I'm not going to that place, and I'm not going to be involved with those certain situational people because I feel that there's danger. I feel that there is something there that's going to hurt me, and not only hurt me, but can even hurt my family, even hurt my society. But yet still, we have to put into that place, that position that have the power within. And that's what we need to do more and more and more. We should have that situation to be in a place that said that my no means no. I've been in a situation one time whereas I was talking to this young lady. Oh, she was nice, treated me good, everything. In fact, she was into me and I was into her more or less, so that we were together. I was still by her house. She would feed me, all that good stuff in life and thing. Then we had a relationship going on, a boyfriend, girlfriend type thing, okay? She had a little son. And we go out sometime for food and stuff. But anyway, one day her cousin came by. Her cousin, her first cousin even. And this cousin was like, whoa, what the world? So me looking at the cousin, okay, you have a nice cousin. But then the cousin started to wanting to have favors of me, right? So first I said, well, I can't get involved, this and that, the other. But I lied. Because next thing you know, I was deep involved with the cousin. I left my girl stranded. I left her in a place of betrayal. I betrayed her to no end, even. So now, the cousin and I had a wonderful time, so to speak, because of her looks, because of everything that was going on with her and everything. All right. Next thing you know, it's like I'm at this new person, the cousin's house, babysitting on the weekend. That's not my character. I'm babysitting her two little girls there, and she's out partying. I'm letting her use my car. I'm giving her money and everything. Lord have mercy. Anyway, I like, what is going on here? But I never thought about it that way until some of my relatives, my uncle and some cousins, say, "Hey man, what's wrong with you? You all right? We see your car in New York. Your girl is driving your car all over the place." All right. So now, moving on, I never paid too much attention because I thought I loved her. I thought that we were like two togetherness. Anyway, but the other girl, her cousin, was wondering why, and I could never give her any answers, right? So this new cousin, this new friend, new girl, wanted to say, okay, look here, put a ring on it. Wow, she gonna get married to me? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I go get a ring, and then about maybe 2 weeks, a month later, she tells me like, hey, guess what? I'm not marrying you. In fact, you're not even my type. In fact, you're not even man enough for me. Crush me. I mean, I was crushed. So I'm trying to be strong. I'm trying to resist. I'm trying to hold it together. But then I said, you know what? Since we engaged now, give me the ring back. Give me the ring back. No, I'm not giving the ring back. The next thing you know, that was an out of character person named me. I went out of character. I wound up in one hospital. She wound up in another hospital. But when I got released from the hospital, I drove. They was doing the night. They only kept me there for a little observation, little minor stitches or whatever, right? Whatever bruises. So anyway, I'm driving, and it's like it came over me. I'm losing this woman that I love. I can't take it. Where it happened? What's wrong? And I'm driving, and I continue to drive through the nights, and then I'm thought like crying. A grown man crying, a grown man in tears, a grown man with sorrow, a grown man with these things that's happening to his life. What is happening to me? Then I stopped to a place. I don't remember going to that place. And the next thing I knew, I had an excruciating pain, a pain of self inflicted pain that was going on in my body. I was cutting myself. And the pain was so severe that when I opened my eyes, I saw a sunrise coming up over the sound on Long Island, a sound from the ocean of daybreak, a new beginning in the sunrise. So I adopted that sunrise throughout my life and throughout my ministry because I didn't die that night. I didn't die that morning when I thought I was going to die because I couldn't live without her. See, if someone had told me and I've listened, I would have never got involved with her. But the other girl started to being open, promiscuous, hurt, being broken by me. She in turn went out. And next thing you know, she contracted the virus and then she passed. So with that in mind, I saw this girl just about 15 years later. I had to do some business for my mother. So she was telling me to go by this place and see this lady for about some, business stuff, for documents, right? I went there and it was her, like, oh my God. But I never mentioned to her about anything that happened during that night. I never mentioned to her about how I was getting ready to lose my life behind her because of her. How the girls, one had passed away that was in the Air Force, so copping after me, because, I was still like in reserve and also, uh, going to my reserve meetings while I was still involved with her. Anyway, in uniform and everything. Anyway. So the girl grew up, joined the service. So now it's like, is this the new me? But as things go by, I'm now writing a book about my experience. So I didn't realize at the time that I was sexually addicted. In fact, sometimes we say we're in love with somebody because of the attraction. Sometimes we say that we love each other, we love this person because of the emotion. Sometimes we say we love each other and we fall in love because of the sex and all of that good stuff. But come to find out, it was nothing but physical attraction, physical meaning. She didn't love me. I really didn't love her because I didn't know what love means. And that's why we have to do more and more and more before we get involved, before we start to getting that closeness and that relationship. that touchy, and I can't live without you, and I got to know what you're doing. I got to know where you are. I got that jealousy, that pride, that fear, all of these things that come about to controlling atmosphere. Find out how much you care for that person. Find out if it's just a place of emotion, a place of physical attraction, a place of wanting to be with someone for a certain reason other than your heart. Where is your heart in these situations? So now, when you come to that place of making the decision between this and that, making the decision whether or not you're going to accept a situation or accept a person, yeah, like sometimes we think that, well, temptation is only for things, but temptation could be about a person also. Are you tempted to get involved with a person that you don't really know? Get to know that person, ask the right question, and then when you are associated with the person, make for sure your observation can know about these red flags, know the situation that's going on, and then take them to heart. Take them to heart, please. So this is why we want to bring this to you to let you know that life is serious, and you only have one life. Make the best of it. Have that joy and the peace and the love and life. Have that consideration one to another. Have the caring one for another. Have the empathy one to another. And then have the intimacy towards another person. Not just about sex, but how about the feeling of I care for you. I want to be there for you. For real, for real. Face your truth. Face the storm. Face those challenges. You're going to have a lot of challenges. So, therefore, wonderful people, thank you for being with me today. And then, by the way, go to my website, people, the letter N, LUV, peoplenluv.com. And then, talking about addictions, talking about porn and lust, that lust will kill you dead up. I've gone to all of these church services and everything, and I have heard the story of John the Baptist with his being beheaded because Philip the king married his brother's wife and the niece into the palace. But no one has talked about how the king desired his niece. He offered her a portion of his kingdom if she would dance for him. And then she danced and she wanted the head of John the Baptist because John the Baptist was high, bringing it down to the front line. John the Baptist was bringing it to Main Street to tell them that you're wrong. You're wrong. And sometimes when we try to tell somebody that they're wrong, we get bashed, we get criticized, we get a lot of things that happen. But don't worry about that. Keep going, keep telling the truth, keep speaking the truth, and then keep resisting temptation, and then the devil will flee eventually. And maybe just now, because it comes the power of the faith to believe, to say that yes, he will, because the word is true, the word is powerful, and the word is life. With that in mind, take care, be blessed, be blessed. This is Michael Jones signing out, signing on. And I hope to see you again with another People in Love Minni Cast. Bye now. All right.